Hi there, Anne here from Zevo Health. Hope you're well. Delighted to be here with you in Cornmarket today. In this particular video, we're going to be having a look at how to deal with stress and anxiety in the workplace. Now, first things first, stress is an inevitability. It's a part of life. There's no way around it. And for us to experience stress or to be going through a stressful time, it's really, really important to not connect that with a personal reflection. What I mean by that is it's so important to look at a stressful experience, but not then to link it in with there's something wrong with me. I'm not able to cope. I must be doing something wrong. Not at all. So if you have experience of linking those two things in, first of all, just to try and gently separate those out and to really understand that stress happens. That's the bad news, unfortunately, and it's part of everybody's experience. Stress is going to be different for different people. Stress is going to be different at particular times of our lives. So unfortunately, there really is no way to avoid it. But what we can do is to create that structure for ourselves to deal with it. If you are somebody that is facing stress and anxiety in the workplace, there are a number of things that you can do to look after yourself, both internally and externally. So when we're dealing with stress and anxiety, first things first is to use the 3 A's. So these are acknowledge, allow, and address. So first of all, acknowledging that you are having a difficult situation is often the most difficult thing to do because we're so busy all the time. We're moving from situation to situation. We're juggling loads of plates. We're doing lots of things on autopilot. So it can be really hard for us to stop and to say, okay, I'm finding things difficult at the moment. I'm feeling that stress. I'm feeling that anxiety. So for you to be able to allow yourself to acknowledge is a huge part of that process. It's the first step in looking after yourself and being able to take those specific steps that you need in this situation. Second of all, and it might seem quite simple, but is to allow that situation to be, to give yourself permission to reach out for help, to give yourself permission to acknowledge, because they're all linked, to give yourself that permission to stop and say, okay, I know I need to do something about this. I don't need to be a martyr. I don't need to push on. It'll be better for me in the greater scheme of things, in the long term, if I acknowledge and secondly, allow myself to be having this experience. Again, like I say, stress is unfortunately an inevitable part of life. Anxiety is an inevitable part of life for a lot of us at times. So try to separate, like I said at the start, try to separate those two things about it being a personal reflection on you or your ability or your capabilities or anything like that. The best thing that you can do, like I say, is to acknowledge what's going on, to allow it to be there. And if you do these things, then you'll be able to address, which is the 3rd A, to take steps to look after yourself, to put things in place, to allow yourself to say, okay, I need to take time. I need to maybe see my GP. Maybe I need to set up a session with a mental health professional. Maybe I need to reach out to my loved ones and speak to them about what's happening for me. Addressing the situation is going to look different for everybody, but it's really, really important that you couple that with acknowledging and allowing as well. So when you're addressing that situation, we can tap into those self-care routines. Are you allowing yourself rest? Are you allowing yourself time for yourself? Are you dealing with a lot at the moment? Has it become overwhelming? And we can also tap into that support system as well. Do you have people in your life, let's say family, friends, partner, that you can lean on in times of difficulty, in times of stress and anxiety? And is it possible for you to be able to open up and reach out about it? So if you keep in mind those 3 A's, acknowledge, allow, and address, and know that there can be that internal process of looking after ourselves, but also that external process of looking after ourselves as well. So hopefully that is of some use to you. Thank you so much and take care.